Sometimes life can feel a little overwhelming, but that doesn't mean that you can't take control back when it feels like everything is spiraling. Life coach Jessica has some tips to help you out. Good morning, Jessica, and welcome back to Hometown Living.
Good morning, thank you.
So I love our topic this morning, and that is self-worth.
Self-worth.
And I think that adults, kids, we all struggle with it. So how do you define self-worth?
A lot of what we think is our self-worth is based on external validation or external things, our awards, our grades, our financial stability, our titles. And I think society, or maybe growing up, or just what we think as humans to be accepted, to be liked, we often go based off of those things for our self-worth rather than looking at what truly makes us us, right? Like our self-worth, we already were born with that. God already gave it to us the day that he gave us breath, because we are able to share with the world who we truly are, which is the gift that we are able to give other people. So based on your values, your morals, who you are as a person, the day you were born, you were able to bring more excitement to life. And so as you grow up, you get older, you start leaning into what makes you you. Who are you as a person? What are the things that you truly enjoy doing? Who are you in your morals, your values, and what excites you as a human being? So
what does not define our self-worth?
Our self-worth doesn't, there's so many things.
Yeah.
So much of, again, the external things. Our worth is not defined by what people think about us, people's opinions about us. If we made a mistake, if we failed at something, those are not things that we should define our worth by, because we're human beings, and things like that are things that are going to happen, right? So defining our worth by what other people think, by letting people down, or what people want us to be, or who we think they need us to be. A lot of the times we put on this persona, or we put on this face that we think people need us to be, or who we think we need to show up as, and instead of being our true selves. Because when we don't show up as our true selves, we tend to lose who we truly are over time.
Yes.
And then you're like, who even am I, right? I'm this person to this, or this at work, or this at home, but then you don't really think about, or you don't even know who you truly are. So external validation of people's opinions, what you look like, how much money you have, those things don't define your worth. It's how you live your life every day. It's who you are as a person. It's what you bring to the world. It's just you showing up authentically as you and helping somebody else, serving people, making a difference in people's lives, making someone smile, just truly the things that are what make you happy, and what truly could you do to make somebody else's day better, or help somebody else in some way, shape, or form.
So if our self-worth is low, how can we increase our self-worth?
A lot of it is self-talk. The way you talk to yourself, the way that you communicate with yourself, the way that you speak to yourself, has a lot to do with the self-worth. If you're constantly abandoning yourself to please other people, it's time to say, why do I keep choosing that? What am I fearing? What am I afraid of? What am I feeling guilty of if I say these or things, or if I do these things? And instead of saying, no, I am worth that person treating me with respect. I am worth me asking for that salary. I am worth me speaking up at the meeting and letting them know, instead of staying silent. So it's letting yourself do things that are hard, that need to be done, but also that help you feel more empowered to be more like yourself, and choosing to say no to what you've always done, and now choosing yourself, so that you can show yourself you can do hard things and that you're worthy.
In your opinion, do you feel that social media has aided in us having a diminished self-worth?
Absolutely, because we focus so much on likes, comments, how many shares, how many things, people, we're looking for that dopamine hit. And if we don't get the hundreds of likes or comments or shares, we then make that mean something about us, versus thinking like, wow, I'm sharing this because I'm hoping it'll help someone else. Or I'm really proud of myself for this, and I want to share with the world that if I can do it, you can do it too.
Yes.
So coming from a place of really intentionally and purposely why you're posting, why you're sharing things on social media, and not letting that define your worth or your value as a human being, but using it as an advocacy place, a place where you can share inspiration and people can find hope in what you share. Just letting people in on a different side of the world versus what does social media mean about you.
And I also think, too, I always say I have a love-hate relationship with social media. And I think that we compare our everyday lives to other people's Kodak moments, right? Because they post their Kodak moments on social media. And so when it's an unrealistic comparison.
Yes.
So how could it not have a negative connotation on our own self-worth?
They say that I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but comparison is a thief of joy.
Absolutely.
What they say, right? Comparison is the thief of joy. Like you said, we look at somebody else's highlight, we look at what they're doing, and we diminish what we have done or what we do every day or who we are. And so it makes us feel behind. It makes us feel like we're not doing enough, we're not working hard enough, we're not enough, we're not worthy of it. But it's what are you focusing on instead that will help you increase that self-worth, will help you increase that self-talk and realize like, oh my gosh, well, I'm doing all of these things, or who I am as a person. I'm really proud of how far I've come. So always focusing on the small wins, because that's what increases over time your self-worth.
And they talk about the compound effect, right? So when you focus on those small wins, that's what makes the big adjustment.
Exactly, yes.
I love that.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for helping us with our self-worth today.
Thank you.
If you would like to learn more about Jessica and A Thriving Mind, just head over to their website, athrivingmind.org, and don't forget to follow her on social media.